Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian here, Brian's Lawn Maintenance. Trust you guys are all doing well. So check this out real quick. I wanted to talk to you guys for just a real quick minute about one-time cuts. In fact, I was just actually hanging out with Stanley Dirt Monkey just a few minutes before while I was shooting this video, and we were talking about cutting tall lawns, mowing tall grass, one idea left to another. And you know what? I wanted to grab the camera and talk to you guys about cutting lawns that are overgrown or cutting lawns for one-time cuts specifically, and whether it's a cash cow or if you should avoid them like the plague. Now, I want you guys to leave a comment down below by the end of this video and weigh in for me, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of opinion on both sides. So here's what I wanted to talk about: one-time cuts, vacation cuts, just onesie twosies, and whether or not you guys add them to your repertoire of services that you guys offer your clients. The whole reason I bring this up is because right now, this time of the year, it's already been a couple weeks into the season, the grass is getting really tall, and we're starting to get those cuts where, hey, I haven't cut my lawn yet, the lawn's really overgrown, people are already planning vacation and stuff like that, as you guys can imagine, so they're already lining up lawn service. The smart ones are, at least, right? And so all that being said, there's a lot of money out there in one-time cuts. My question to you guys is whether or not you guys actually take those clients on and do those one-time cuts. And here's why. When me and my guy were working earlier today, we were doing a lawn, and it was the first cut of the season. It's like 3 weeks overgrown. It's a double cut fee. We got to bag a little bit, take some time and effort. Of course, when we earn that customer, it's easy, smooth sailing moving forward. But he was like, man, this is a pain in the butt. Why do we even do this? And I will let you guys know, in full disclosure, last year we did something like $7,000 in business with one-time cuts. And that's a lot of money. $25, $35, $40s and $50s, right? Depending on the size of the property. Well, that stuff adds up really, really quick. And so I'm curious whether or not you guys do the one-time cuts, or if you guys don't do the one-time cuts. And I want to see both sides of your guys' opinion, and maybe helping some of the newer guys in the business and the industry. Here's the reason I know a lot of guys avoid the one-time cuts. If you can't see what's in that tall grass, let's talk about the mowing tall grass scenario. You can't see bricks, well heads. When you got a fire hydrant, you can't see the red well for that. You have the water shutoff valves, toys. Dude, there could be wrenches, screwdrivers, hammers. We've all seen bricks, right? And that stuff right there, if you hit any of that kind of stuff, you could be out a spindle, and it might be $200, $300, $500, $800 for a repair. So I'm curious if you guys take the risk or the gamble to do the one-time cuts. And here's my point. In subdivisions, usually it's not too bad. Most of the time, the customers know the property. If I do it for them and bail them out, I always ask, hey, is there a well in the front or anything of importance that I should avoid, or an area that I should trim around? And most of the time, they're like, yeah, there's a well up front over by right here, and they kind of point it out. It takes an extra minute for sure, but it saves me from running over anything crazy outside of mowing it at 4.5 inches for that first time cut, right? So that's one way I kind of avoid that. And I'm curious to know some of your guys' tips or suggestions as well when it comes up to mowing tall grass that's 4 or 5 inches, 6 inches tall in a subdivision, or obviously the 1, 2, 3 foot tall stuff in the fields, like some of you guys in the Plain States and down south. You guys have wide open fields that you do once a month. So you can make a lot of money on these one-time cuts. People go on vacation, and I always tell them, if it's weekly growth, for a $25 cut, it's 25 or 30 bucks just to add it to the route for the inconvenience and that premium. So I will tell you guys, I personally clean up really, really nice. We made like $7 grand last year in one-time cuts, and it was very, very profitable for us. But I also see the other side of the whole scenario, where if you do these one-time cuts, and you do these extra services, sometimes the grass gets really, really tall, and one broken something, even a blade, is $12, $15, and if it's $30, $40, besides the gas and labor, you're not really making that much money. In fact, if you guys have watched this far so far, I wanted to give a quick little shout out because there is a guy who just did a great video on double cutting and his tips and tricks, and he's a guy that's been putting a lot of time into his YouTube channel as well. He's a good buddy of mine. We talk all the time on Instagram. His name is Dylan with Solo Cuts Landscaping. A lot of you guys have seen him comment and watch his channel. You know what? I'm going to leave a plug in for his channel because the guy's been trying really, really hard, and I always tell people, keep up the good work, and if you make good videos, I will definitely give your channel a shout out over time. And he's one of those guys that, dude, he is a weekend warrior. He does it nights and weekends. He runs a 9 to 5, but really it's like 7 to 3. He's driving a truck during the day. Really cool dude, family man. He's pretty much my age, and just a really good guy. I think he's down in Ohio. Don't quote me. If he is, don't throw stones. stones. No, I'm just having fun. But shout out to you, man, Dylan. He just did a great vlog about double cutting. It was a really good one, really edited. Just really I enjoyed watching it personally. So I'll leave a link at the end of the description and his info down below. If you want to subscribe to him, hey, let's go help the guy out, grow his YouTube channel. This is his first year doing it, and so I know he's putting a lot of effort into it and time and energy. But all that being said, he made a really good video about double cutting, and he gave some really good tips and tricks and pieces of advice if you guys are taking on properties like I was just talking about. Some of them that he shared I actually use, and he actually made a couple of good points about some tips that I had never really thought about. And so I'm going to leave it a little teaser there. You got to go check out his channel. I will leave a link in the description and an end card at the end. So go check out my man Dylan. Really good guy and making some good videos. All that being said, here's my quick little question for you guys. One-time cuts. Do you guys take them on? Do you guys do the vacation cuts, the overgrown grass, the tall grass cuts, and charge a premium? Or do you guys avoid that stuff like the plague? Leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Weigh in for me. We were mowing some tall grass over there with the Dirt Monkey earlier this afternoon, shooting some fun stuff with one of our mowers. And while I was thinking about it, I was walking through the field and it was just trash and rocks and bricks, and I'm like, this is kind of crazy. I would probably never do it with my lawnmower. And then it got me thinking to our regular customers, our weekly clients, and everything that we get access to, right, with our businesses, guys like you and me, right? And I was thinking, you know what, if most fields look like this, I would definitely avoid the fields like the plague and go get like a brush hog or a brush cutter, right? But the residentials, they still can be tricky. So leave me a comment down below. That was my question for you guys. Question of the day, this fun little video. Again, it is equitable. It pays off. We cleaned up on that stuff last year, but most of mine were subdivisions with weekly growth, or some of the tougher stuff in the spring with doubles and triple cuts. But we charged if not 1 to 2 time premium. So if it was a 25, we did them for 50 to 60 bucks to get them back in the shape. So anyway, you can make money with them. So I'm curious your guys' thoughts. Leave me a comment down below. Over and out from here with Brian here, Brian's Lawn Maintenance. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new. Always talking about latest and greatest with lawnmowers, landscaping, and helping you guys run your lawn and landscape business. If you guys enjoyed the video, shoot a big thumbs up, and guys, we will catch up with you on the next one. Bye-bye.